David, the Bugeye Guy from BugeyeGuy.com, with a tribute today to Gerry Coker, who's the fellow who designed all of these cars. And in fact, this is a 5404 BN1, and of course all these Bugeyes were all drawn by the same fellow. And the reason I mention him today is that this car here, Cosmo, that I want to give you a quick tour of, is actually signed by Gerry Coker. What a nice delight to find that under the hood, which I'll show you in a little bit. This is a gorgeously restored car. It was restored by some fellows in New Jersey who own a British restoration shop, and they did an exceptional job. This is a rotisserie restoration where no expense was spared. It was built by the owner of that shop for him, for his own personal use, and a lot of really wonderful features to this car. It's a special car. I want to show you, there's this beautiful scrapbook that comes with the car, and you can just see how much work was done. The car was completely bead blasted. This is the side of the rocker panels cut out, and the A-pillar cut out here. Here's another picture of the patch for the rockers going in. So really this car was brought back to life, given a brand new life. You can see here, this is a common area that you've seen me show in other videos where there are often holes. Here it is all cut out, and here's the rear fender area cut out. So this car really got executive treatment. It was given a whole new lease on life. Here's the underside on the rotisserie. If you can see that, here's the floor cut out. That would be the driver's side floor pan cut out, and all the patches going in you can see, and the car getting painted. Here it is all stripped. All new parts going on, disc brakes, wire wheels. This tells quite the story of the car. Just fantastic to see that. So here it is, new seats being put together. And then, of course, some test driving. This also is another one-of-a-kind thing to see. That's Brian Bick Healey's signature. That would be Donald Healey's son. There's a nice little tribute plaque up here to Donald Healey, who passed away in 1988. And so we have Brian's signature on the dash. We also have this wonderful racing gas cap. That's an unusual and beautiful high-dollar accessory that you don't find on Bugeyes very often, and all new emblems and trim and wonderful knockoff wire wheels. The interior is also finished with these lovely, these are BMC period seat belts with the BMC logo, which we also have on the glass. And we have the correct door pockets and trim, and then those scuff guards on the cross members. And he's fit Mark II seats, which I have to admit are in fact more comfortable than the original Bugeye seats. There's a little more lumbar support. The trunk is all finished beautifully with the right matting, and there's new side curtains, a new tonneau, and the tonneau is able to fasten down here on the bulkhead on these little lifted dots to kind of make a nice compartment. Let's see if I can open the hood for you with one hand here. Put the camera on the 104 while I do this. Give you something to look at for this intermission. Oh, the one-handed nose lift. There we go. And there's Gerry Coker's signature. This car was shown at the Conclave in 2007 in Burlington, where it won first prize. It's such a beautiful restoration. You can see more of what I was detailing in the scrapbook here under the hood, where you see a spin-off oil filter and all new components, beautifully painted. Nice new radiator with a modern core put in. We also have an oil cooler up front, which is something you don't see, and of course there's all that brand new suspension componentry and new lever shocks, new combination gauge, K&N air filters. It's a 1275 power plant with 1.25-inch carburetors. There's a really nicely finished master cylinder restoration that's been sleeved, silicone brake fluid added, a beautifully painted wiper motor. Everywhere you look, just beautifully executed. And of course, all new rubber pieces there all around the nose. So that's a quick tour of Cosmo. 1960 Bugeye, beautifully restored and available from bugeyeguy.com.